Okay, this is Gates of Thunder on the PC Engine CD. I'm playing this on the Wii Virtual Console because, well, I don't have a PC Engine CD. But I really wanted to play a couple of shoot 'em ups on it, and the first one is this, which is meant to be, I don't know if it's the best shoot 'em up of all time, but it's meant to be one of the best, and it's certainly one of the best ones on the PC Engine. And there's a sequel as well, which I have on this as well, which is, I'm not sure if it's better than this, but it's different, which is not a bad thing. But this game is brilliant. I mean, visually it's as good as any Mega Drive game. I mean, just look at the size of the sprites. It's huge, and it's got a fairly good colour depth and parallax, and CD soundtrack and everything. It's good. I wasn't disappointed. I've heard a lot of hype about this, but I was quite pleased when I actually played it. The weird thing with this game is, I think, because I'm using the Wii Classic controller, I'm not sure what the original button mapping is on the original console, because there are at least 3 buttons on this. So you've got your fire, you've got another button that got killed off. That was a bit stupid. There's another button which is mapped to Y, which turns your support units round, and then you've got buttons A and X, which seem to do the same thing, and they switch your weapons. And then you've got the select button, which is pretty much in the same position it would be on the PC Engine, which changes the speed of your ship. So that's at least 4 buttons, and not including start. So I'm wondering if this game supports the 6-button pad, and that's what it's emulating on the Virtual Console. Not sure. Yeah, this is. I think I'm in a bit of a cheaty position there. That was good. But yeah, this game's really hard. It took me a long time to actually practice this. There's no chance of being able to just, point the camera. Arse. Point the camera at the arse. No, it's not that kind of video. Point the camera at the screen and play the game. It really does take some practice. And I've managed to get to level 2. Not that far into it, but the boss at the end of this is brilliant. It's kind of odd the way it works, and I've seen this pattern used elsewhere in the laser, but I'll not get ahead of myself. Ugh. It reminds me a little bit of there's a game on the MSX. Is it Maddox? It's a game where you're kind of going along a similar environment to this, and there's a big mothership that docks above you, and you've got to avoid things. Yeah, I'll put it on slow. This boss reminds me a little bit of one from Turrican 2. Oh, bollocks! I'll try that again. Right. You've really got to get the speed set right on this, because you've got 3 different speed settings for the ship, and if you get it wrong, particularly on the bosses, you end up either not being able to dodge or not being able to have the precision you need. Okay. The intro on this is pretty good. I only noticed it when I was setting up the camera. I've never left the title screen playing for that long, and it's long. It reminds me a little bit of the intro in Solfius on the Mega CD, but this seems a lot better. It's probably due to the better colour depth of the PC Engine, but the anime style works quite well. Okay, I think I'm doing a bit better this time. I keep trying to hold down the back button, and you don't. You press it once to swap these around. Right, I've got all 3 weapons now, so I can switch between missiles, laser, and this sound beam, which isn't that... oh, I've lost it all. Ah, that's interesting. You only lose the weapon you were using, but the sound beam covers more of the screen. It just doesn't make much damage. I quite like the missiles. Yeah, you've got to be really careful on this though. The ship above you is completely solid, so if you touch it, you die. Oh, yeah, I'm having that. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, I can't believe that. I lost the entire shield. I've never had that happen. You normally get a few shots. I'm going to stay right here. Ah, feck. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. I mean, this game really is developed very well. I mean, it feels really solid, but the gameplay's really hard. Ah. Alright, one more go. I really want to get to this end level boss. But you can tell it is made for a hardcore shoot 'em up fan. It's not very accessible, and it does take an awful lot of long time to practice. Which I think now, if you were to buy a PC Engine CD and you bought this game with it, then you'd have really good value for money, because it'd take you a long time to finish it. But back in the day, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, this only came out in... No, it came out in America, didn't it? Yeah. Be interesting to see how it was accepted at the time. I know it's got a good reputation. Okay. Again, it's one of those kind of games that when you've got all your weapons, I won't say you're invincible, but it's easier. But as soon as you get shot, the chance of recovering is, you know, not zero but low. I suppose the thing is, don't screw up. Yeah, I tend to keep the speed on this second one. I think it's probably the best way of playing this, because the other one's a bit too fast, and the other one, whilst being precise and is good for some, you know, for the bosses and some parts like that, is a little bit too slow for dodging. Yeah, I'm not really sure how the developers managed to do all this parallax scrolling, because the PC Engine only supported one layer. I think it was the background tiles and one extra layer, so I'm assuming it's used... I'm not going to count because I'll, I'll die, but if I... There we go. If I try and count this now, yeah, there's probably about 4. Which is... I don't know how they've done it. Whether it's... because there's no additional hardware in the PC Engine CD, it's just extra RAM. So I assume it's just more sprites that are being used to simulate the background. Ah, that makes it easier. Is it just me, or do I seem to be getting more support units? Don't know. It's kind of like, you know, Dead Space. It gives you all extra health and all these power-ups when you're getting near a boss, so you know that a boss is about to arrive. Right, missiles, I think. This should be the boss. I can't believe it's not Turrican 2 boss. Oh, come on, let me shoot him. You can only hit it when that blue thing appears. Yeah, I do like that mechanic of being able to see. Oh, arse! There we go. See the colour of the ship change. Right, this is the one that has a really hard boss on it. It's got a set of lasers that kind of... A lot of enemies do have fixed patterns, but these really do target you. That's the boss, that is, I suppose. You know, you'd expect most enemies to shoot you, but hopefully if I get to it, you'll see. And again, lots of very nice parallax scrolling in the background. Yeah, it's reminded me a little bit of R-Type, you know, with the going into the ship, but I suppose that's something that, you know, every shoot 'em up does. Yep, having that. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, your support units are invincible, so you can fly them into whatever you want, which is a bit of a cheat, but given the difficulty of the game, it's, well, it's all fair. Because it's war. Yep. E. What? You got to be careful. There we go. That's not sprite scaling, but who cares? Yeah. I can see though why the developers of this changed the formula for the sequel, because the sequel's kind of odd. It's not like this. It's almost medieval, and it's kind of odd that there's almost like RPG elements in it. You get a shop. I suppose that was in Xenon 2, but you'll see when I do the video. Oh, this is hard. Oh, that was a bit lucky. I was still flashing using the invincibility shield. There we go. Yeah, that was close. Still using the pea shooter. Come on, must be on the boss soon. Right, I've got a missile. Yep. Give me that. Okay, at least I've got a bit of a chance. Yeah, that guy always waits on there for you. Yeah, the speech isn't too bad in this game. You're the ooh, feck. This might be the boss now. And I've got no extra lives, so this is it. It's one shot. See, it targets where you are. You have to keep moving. Ah, there we go. I think I'll leave it there. So this is Gates of Thunder on the PC Engine CD, played on the Wii Virtual Console, and it's a really good game. And I think if you know you're on the fence about getting a PC Engine CD, it's worth it for this game. But given the cost of the console and its not great reliability, I couldn't really justify it. So I thought, well, I'll go for the Wii version. It plays well. I can't say it plays just as good. I haven't played the original, but it plays really well, and I'd certainly recommend it if you're on the fence. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the video of the sequel soon.